Well, I'm praying the SD card, I only have 2 videos left, and it's been a pretty smooth game so far, but last week's game, we were almost at the end of the game, and it decided to mess up, so... Well, Charlotte stayed in line with San Antonio, but they're down by, I believe, 17, so... 16. No, 18. They're down by 18. Yikes. Yeah, when you're 13 for 28 in the third, man, I don't know. Alright, well, the longest drive for San Antonio has been up from 2 minutes to 3, so... So San Antonio will start out the fourth quarter with a 18-point lead over the Hornets. Johnson to Elliott. Back to Johnson, over to Robinson. It's 3 in the key, Charlotte ball. When you're the Hornets right now, you really got to start looking at taking some chances on the threes. It is a 6-possession game. Curry fires a 3, misses. Man, I was getting flashbacks to his son doing that. Elliott over to Jackson, who fires a 3 of his own, and he misses. Wesley. Trying to work his way in. Over to Curry. Fires. Misses, but recovered. Again to Reed. Knocks it in there. It took a little bit of ball movement and hot potato, but they finally knocked it in. Charlotte down by 16. Johnson over to Robinson. Blocked by Curry. Man, how did Curry block that? That was impressive. Curry fires a 3. Floats it up. Nothing doing. That's his 5th shot attempt, I believe, at a 3, and he hasn't nailed any of them. Duncan knocks down a shot of his own from the free throw line. Wesley. Trying to work his way around. Good defense right now. Geiger. 5 to shoot. Wesley takes the shot. Off. Recovered by the Spurs. They have 36 rebounds. And that's been the difference. Duncan. Blocked. Man, get out of my face. Oh, but a defensive foul on Johnson. That's his 3rd. Wesley. Over to Curry. Fires. Tricky shot. Didn't make it. Elliott. Over to Johnson. Back over to Robinson. Back to Johnson. Fires. Missed. Recovered by Tim. Duncan. All kinds of coverage. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson looking. Gives it back to Duncan, who gives it to Robinson. 9.5 to play. Robinson trying to back his way up to the net. Knocks. No, it doesn't make it. Looked like it was going to go in. Wesley. Over to Reed. Fires. Blocked, but it's out of bounds on the Spurs. It'll be recovered by... It'll be dished out by Charlotte. The Spurs person will come in for Elliott. Purdue will come in for Duncan. So you took off the number 1 threat off the floor. Let's see what Charlotte can do. And I think if you're Charlotte right now, you got to put Rice back in. When Duncan's not on the floor, you got to put your weapon in because their weapon is not in right now. Hornets missed a shot. Jackson. Oh, nerfed at the rim. May have been some contact between he and Geiger. Curry. Over to Wesley. Fires. Knocks it down. The Spurs have not scored in the last minute 43, and Charlotte needs to keep it that way. Just under 9 minutes left in this game. Jackson. Over to Robinson. Over to Person. Person doesn't get it. It's a defensive foul, and it'll be on Wesley. So for the Hornets, Mason will come in for Reed. DeVac will come in for Geiger. And that's it. Jackson. Over to Johnson. Lays it up and in. Finally, the Spurs are able to get a shot off. 18-point lead. It is still a 6-possession game. Wesley over to DeVac, who turns and fires. Missed, but recovered by Curry, who had an open shot. Back to Curry. Fires. Knocks it down. Curry, number 30. More contact somewhere up court. I don't know where. Johnson gives it off to Robinson. Fires. Knocks it down. 8 minutes left. Wesley. Off to Curry. Lays it up and in. Johnson. Trying to back his way up. Gives it off to Purdue. Off to Robinson. Robinson over to Jackson. Over to Johnson. Purdue, person, fires. Misses. Recovered by the Spurs, and he knocks it down in the panes. And an opportunity slips away for Charlotte, as they still trail by 18. Curry. Over to Mason. Mason working his way up in the net. Recovered by Purdue. Jackson. Stolen by the Hornets. Wesley looking. Gives it off to Williams, who I thought was out of bounds. That was weird. Curry. With the nerfed dunk that was just bouncing all over up in the rim, and it just refused to go in. Odell Curry's got to be pretty upset after that one. Person. Fires. Misses. Recovered by DeVac. Wesley. With it. Over to DeVac. Over to Williams. Gives it off to Curry. Curry's got some freaking ball movement skills. Holy goodness. Wesley. Fires. Misses. The 41st rebound defensively by the Spurs, and that has been the difference this game. Purdue. Over to Robinson, who fires. Knocks it in. The fact... Hornets will take a timeout. The fact San Antonio has kept like 500 on frickin' for field goals this whole game is impressive. Shooting 52%, anything above 500 is great. 5.5 left to play. Here come the Hornets. Down by 20. Rice. And it's a defensive foul on Person. Rice gives it to Wesley. Rice turns and fires. Misses. Gets his rebound and the windmill slam. I'm going to play one more possession just because I don't want 5 minutes to turn into 10 minutes again. That was ridiculous. 18 points. Daniels to Robinson. 8 to shoot. Daniels back to Jackson. Back to Person. Over to Robinson. He's going to have to turn and fire. Nope. Doesn't get a shot off. And that's where we will end the video.